episode of Full Metal Classic. I am your host, Cameron the Conductor Holzman, and today's going to be a good match. We got a lot of guys who haven't played in a while, some familiar faces. 4 of our 5 guys have never done a Sunday match. So let's get going. Let's introduce our competitors. Up first, we have Malcolm. Malcolm, how's it going?
It's going good. I'm looking for that win. Even if I have to go, I don't want to go through these people, but I have to, so I will.
All right, and up next we have Jacob West. Jacob, how you doing?
I'm doing good. This is my second classic. I didn't win the first one. I will probably not win this one, but hey, let's have some fun.
Awesome. And we have got Michael Wood. Michael, how you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks. I tried this a few weeks ago, and my brother and I systematically derailed the entire thing. So any improvement on that will be a success.
All right, and we have got Ryan, the Real Ordeal O'Regan. Ryan, how's it going?
Oh, it's so good to finally be back on Classic after so long. I want to thank you, Cameron, for taking up the Sundays, because Lord knows Thursdays were just not working for me anymore. So praise to you.
Absolutely, no problem. And last but certainly not least, we have got Nico Suave Regoli. Nico, how's it going?
Oh, it's going well. It's going well. You know, I'm trying to get those reps in before I head to Orlando. And, I've never really won a classic match yet in my 2-year career, but I watched Rudy today for the first time. So I feel like I'm in the dreamer mode and the dream is ready to come true.
All right. So to give a quick breakdown of the rules for anyone who's watching and hasn't seen before, we put this game in 3 rounds. Each round, players will write their answers down on the whiteboard. If they get it right, they get a point. If they get it wrong, they lose a point. Our first round is 8 questions. At the end of those 8 questions, the player with the lowest score will be eliminated. If there's a tie, we go to a tiebreaker. And for the duration of the match, each person has 3 repeats to use when they need them. You guys ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right. Then we will go to our first question. And your first question is in the category of animated movies. What 2007 animated film is about a young girl coming of age during the Iranian Revolution? Yeah. Starting off with a far less traditional animated question than one might think. And we are going to give you guys 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, board's up. And we will start with Malcolm.
I blanked.
And Jacob.
Nothing.
Michael.
I believe it's a film called Persepolis. So I'm trying to get my camera sorted. But yes, Persepolis.
Perfect. That is correct. And Ryan.
I didn't even know a movie like that existed. What was the name of it?
Persepolis.
Persepolis.
And Nico, did you have it?
Nope.
All right, Michael coming out to an early lead, being the only one to get that question correct. And we go over to question number 2, which is in the category of horror. What horror film released in 1920 is about a hypnotist who uses a sleepwalking man to commit murders for him? Horror and classics, my friends. This is gonna be rough.
I think I've seen this before, but what is the title? Shit.
That is the question. We're going to get 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
That is Malcolm's first repeat. What horror film released in the year 1920 is about a hypnotist who uses a sleepwalking man to commit murders for him? I have not seen this film. I've heard good things about it. I've heard it's a classic. When I tested these with Jeremy Adams, he went, "Oh, I love this movie." So probably good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will go to Jacob.
I have never heard of it before. Is it called The Hypnotist?
That's a good guess, but unfortunately that's incorrect. Michael.
I think it is called The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
That is correct. Ryan, did you have it?
No, I never want to see that movie ever because that's creepy.
Nico
Blank board.
and Malcolm.
I just put Sleepwalkers.
Fair guess. And once again, Michael, the only one getting the points.
This is gonna be a quick game.
These next ones might get easier. We'll see. Your next question is in the category of Oscars. At age 24, John Singleton became the youngest person ever nominated for Best Director at the Academy Awards. Who is the youngest person to ever win the award at age 32? I half expected people to start writing an answer to a question that was not going to be asked, and then
I almost did.
question. And we are going to go with 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
Repeat from Nico. At age 24, John Singleton became the youngest person ever nominated for Best Director at the Academy Awards. Who is the youngest person to ever win the award at age 32? I have seen the film that this individual won for. I have opinions about it, but I won't say those opinions because that could give things away. And we will go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Michael, can you go 3 for 3?
I think so. Yeah. Damien Chazelle.
Is the correct answer. Ryan,
Didn't get that.
Nico.
Did James Stewart ever direct anything?
He might have, but he definitely didn't win. Or even if he did, he wasn't the youngest. Malcolm.
I mean, it's probably cheating that I've got the movie post behind me, but it's Damien Chazelle.
It is Damien Chazelle. You spelled it wrong, but I'll give it to you. And Jacob.
I used invisible ink for this one. Damien Chazelle.
I don't think I can give that to you. As much as I love crafty spy tricks, I don't think I can do that.
Just out of curiosity, what was the film that he won for?
La La Land.
La la la.
Right
Go on,
behind
Malcolm.
me.
Behind him on the wall.
Ryan.
All right, your next question comes in the category of comedy. The
Heck.
yuck films, those moving pictures that make you giggle. In Best in Show, what unique physical attribute does Eugene Levy's character have? This is a fantastic, funny movie and this is probably my favorite part of this is just this joke. It's very memorable and I love it a lot. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boards up, and we are going to start with Ryan.
This is maybe, but I said extra toe or extra toes.
You're on the right track, but I'm sorry that is not correct. Nico.
I went the opposite route and had missing an ear.
That's a lot further off. Malcolm.
I put Wooden Leg.
Close-ish. Jacob.
I put that he's a contortionist.
That's incorrect. And Michael.
I've never seen this film, but I knew it was about like dog shows, so I've just put can crawl through tunnels.
Unfortunately, as much as I would love to see a movie that's just Eugene Levy crawling through tunnels for a few hours, the answer is that he has 2 left feet, literally.
Oh,
okay.
I remember he was
weird,
walking weird.
Great. He literally has 2 left feet. All right. Your next question is in the category of movie quotes. In what James Bond film do we first hear him utter the line, "Shaken, not stirred"?
Damn it.
I have seen exactly 2.5 James Bond films. Was this one of them? Who knows? I mean, I did, but I'm not going to tell you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to go to Nico.
God damn you, Bond. Is it Die Another Day?
It is not Die Another Day. Malcolm
I really hope I haven't second-guessed myself when I put Goldfinger.
is the correct answer. Jacob.
Nope.
Michael.
I'd have lost a lot of British cred if I hadn't got this one right. But Goldfinger.
Absolutely. You're not the only person thinking of the British cred. We got Tony in the comments being mad.
What
And
else is new? He's always mad.
Brian, did you have it?
Goldfinger, down, down, down.
Wonderful. And just a reminder to all competitors to please try and keep both hands on the screen at all times. Your next question is in the category of scores and soundtracks.
This game hates me today.
I mean, the game was written by me, so.
So Cameron,
So he hates you.
There's a
don't blame
good
the
chunk.
game, blame the writer.
What 2000s movie prominently features the songs Down in the River to Pray, Didn't Leave Nobody But the Baby, and In the Jailhouse Now? I absolutely love this film. This is in my top 20 favorite movies of all time. I adore it. I watch it a lot. It's just a great movie, great soundtrack. 5.
Repeat the question.
Nico's second repeat. Nico, you got one left.
I'm aware.
What 2000s movie prominently features the songs Down in the River to Pray, Didn't Leave Nobody But the Baby, and In the Jailhouse Now? And I will make sure to clarify 2000s as in the decade, not 2000 the year. I see several people guessing something in the comments, and I'll say, people in the live chat, you have guessed my least favorite movie ever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are going back up to the top with Malcolm.
Chicago?
That's what people in the comments were guessing. I hate that movie. Absolutely not. Jacob.
You forgot my favorite song. I am a man of constant sorrow. Oh, brother, where art thou?
Is, oh, brother, where art thou? Michael.
I'm not sure, so I'm going to guess a really, really good film called Chicago.
I'll disagree with you on that answer is correct and the fact that it's a good film. Ryan.
Possibly my favorite Coen brothers. Oh, brother, where art thou?
I would agree with you there. My favorite Coen brothers. And Nico.
That sounded like Johnny Cash song, so I wrote Walk the Line.
That's a fair guess. All right, we got 2 questions left, and we will see what happens. The next question is in the category of new releases. In John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, because I'm going to say the full name of the film, who plays the director, the woman in charge of the group of Russian assassins John once belonged to? I loved this movie. I think it's number 3 on my ranking of my favorite movies from this year. So good. In response to my comments about Chicago, I am being told that I have been canceled. Oh, well, it's good. We've been doing the show for 5 weeks.
Repeat the question, please.
We got a repeat from Michael. That's his first one. In John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, who plays the director, the woman in charge of the group of Russian assassins John once belonged to? Really great movie, really fun time. He uses a horse as a weapon.
I haven't seen it yet.
Going insane. Oh, I saw it at midnight in a packed theater, and people were making so much noise and cheering. It was amazing. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna start with Jacob.
I haven't seen it either, but the only other person I know who is in it, Halle Berry.
That's a good guess, but unfortunately, that is not correct. Michael.
I feel I really should know. I don't think this is right, but the name I couldn't shake for whatever reason, if I can go line, is Maya Hawke.
That is incorrect. Brian.
I know the woman. I know it's the one with the crew cut, and but the most I could get was like Asia. It's somewhere in that name or something like that.
She is not the director, but she is in that movie. Nico
I was on the same line of thinking as Jacob, Halle Berry.
and Malcolm.
I've not seen it either, but I just put a very nice actress, Halle Berry.
A very nice actress. Malcolm loses all of his points. The answer was Angelica Houston.
Shit.
From the
Oh, of course.
Yeah, and you were thinking of Asia Kate Dillon, who I
Yes.
don't remember what the character's name
Oh,
is.
that's who I was thinking of as well, actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
to set the scene here, I need to get this next question right, and Jacob needs to get this next question wrong for me to stay in this game.
Correct. And your final question in this round comes in the category of actors and actresses. Which actress has played a French prostitute, a mythical queen, a classic real-life author, and an animated penguin? Tested this with a few people. Only one person got it right, and I'll say there's a lot of tricks in this one. You're gonna have a bit of extra time because it's a long question. I have seen most of these films, and we're gonna give you 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
That is Malcolm's second repeat. Malcolm, you've got one left.
Mm-hmm.
Category of actors and actresses. Which actress has played a French prostitute, a mythical queen, a classic real-life author, and an animated penguin? There's a lot of things in here. There's some that correspond to a lot of people, but only one person has played all 4 of these parts. If there's a second person who's played all 4 of these parts, then Hollywood needs to fix and bring its priorities. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will start with Michael.
Scarlett Johansson?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Does Ryan have it?
I was kind of hung up on the French whore part, so I'm gonna go Nicole Kidman.
Is the correct answer.
Fuck.
Nico.
Thank you, whore.
You said mythical. You said mythical queen, and then you said real life author. Made me think of Colette, so I was thinking Keira Knightley.
It's a good guess, but unfortunately that is not correct. Malcolm
No, I put Emma Thompson.
and Jacob.
Dang it, Nico! I did my part. I said Anne Hathaway.
There was a lot of people in the comments guessing Anne. So the 4 movies are: she played a French prostitute in Moulin Rouge.
Yep.
She played a mythical queen in Aquaman.
Oh, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Real life author in The Hours, and she played an animated penguin in Happy Feet. I will. Hathaway has played both a French prostitute and a mythical queen, but she has not voiced a penguin, to my knowledge. That could change with the way Hollywood works. But at
People may be confused because she voiced a macaw.
Oh, Rio, right.
At the end of our round, our scores look like this. In first place with 4 points, we have Michael, followed by Ryan, who has 3 points, followed by Jacob with 2, and followed by Malcolm with 2, Jacob with 1, and unfortunately, with getting no points that round, we're gonna have to say goodbye to Nico. Nico, it's been fun having you. If you want to stay on in the background and keep watching from here, we'd love to have you, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take you off the screen. Take care, brother.
Oh, just like that.
And we move to round number 2. So round number 2 works like this. I've got a handy dandy wheel with some numbers on it on my phone. The person in first place, being Michael, is going to pick 2 numbers between 1 and 6. Everyone else is going to pick 1 number between 1 and 6, and then there will be 1 left over. What will happen is if your number gets chosen, you will get to pick which category we play in the second round of today's match. If if the number that no one chooses gets picked, then we are going to play the secret category. Now, the way this works is that if the secret category comes up on the wheel, each question is worth only 1 point. If the secret category is chosen by the person who gets to choose, each question is worth 2. So we're going to start with Michael. Michael, I need 2 numbers between 1 and 6.
2 and 5.
2 and 5. And next we go to Ryan.
Might as well stick with the score. I'll go with 3.
And Malcolm.
My birthday is in April, so I'm going to go 4.
And Jacob, do you want 1 or 6?
6.
That means 1 is our magic number for the day. I'm going to spin the wheel, and it's probably going to be hard to see because it's on my phone.
Gotta turn off that blue light filter.
Yeah. And our number is 4. Malcolm, you are going to get to choose today's category. So give me 1 second to pull up the list. So, Malcolm, you have the option between the following 5 categories or the secret category. You can pick classics, films featuring drag queens, Canadian films, James Cameron, jump around with jump in quotation marks, or if you want, you can go with none of those and pick the secret category where every question is worth 2 points.
Yeah, I don't like any of those, so secret category it is.
Secret category it is. All right. Today's secret category goes like this. I wrote this question because one of my profs in university said this line, and I went, I like that. I'm going to use it as the name of a secret category and write questions for it. So our secret category today is called Jesus. Who's that?
God damn it, Malcolm.
I love religious movies.
So your first question is, who played Jesus in The Passion of the Christ? I've seen this movie a few times, and I like it. It's good. The guy who directed it, not as great, but, you know.
He's had his days.
He's had his days, and they were a long time ago. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, I'll use my last repeat.
Malcolm using his last repeat. Who played Jesus in The Passion of the Christ? So I've heard people refer to this as a non-U.S. film, and I will agree that it's not in English. Calling it non-U.S., not totally sure if that is valid. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will start with the man who picked this category, Malcolm.
I know I'm definitely wrong, but I put Jake Gyllenhaal.
That is incorrect. Jacob.
I don't know, but screw you, Mel Gibson.
That's no. Michael.
I almost put Mel Gibson, thankfully crossed out. I think the answer is Jim Caviezel.
Jim Caviezel is the correct answer, and Ryan.
I also put Jim Caviezel, to the best of my spelling.
Alrighty then. And just a reminder to all competitors to please try and keep both hands on screen. Your next question. Who played Jesus in the film Last Days in the Desert? This is a great film. This is a really good film. Really good performance from this individual who played Jesus. And that is all I will say. And we are going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll start with Jacob.
I have no idea, so another guess. Donny Osmond?
No, but I like Johnny Osmond a lot, but no. Michael.
Never heard of the film, total guess. I just went John Hurt.
That is incorrect. Ryan.
I didn't even try. I've never heard of that movie.
And Malcolm.
It's a really good movie starring Ewan McGregor.
It is a really good movie starring Ewan McGregor.
All right.
That's where all those pictures come from. Okay.
Yeah. You
How
are
long
next
ago was that movie? Damn.
in the category Jesus? Who's that? Who played Jesus in the 2019 film Mary Magdalene opposite Rooney Mara? I did not see this film because it seemed problematic. But when I heard this casting, I went, yeah, that's a good casting. That's all I'll say. And we're going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll start with Michael.
Fun fact, I saw this at a seniors only viewing. Don't ask why. And second fun fact, this guy will probably be nominated for an Oscar, potentially for a superhero film, Joaquin Phoenix.
I'll take it. Pronunciation is a bit rough, but you spelled it correct. So, Ryan.
I was just thinking modern, so I went Chris Hemsworth. How is he not Jesus yet?
Malcolm.
I don't think it's been released here. I just guessed Ray Fiennes.
And Jacob.
No, but am I the only one who wants to know why Michael was at a seniors only viewing of this film?
I mean, how did you bring it up?
And your final question in this round. Who played Jesus in The Big Lebowski?
I have a question.
Curveball at the end. You gotta throw a curveball, and what better curveball than Jesus from The Big Lebowski? In 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
That is Ryan's first repeat. Who played Jesus in The Big Lebowski? I watched this movie for the first time earlier this year, and I'm sorry, Internet, but I didn't love it. It's good. It's fun. Not in any hurry to see it again. But I didn't love it. We're going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will start with Ryan.
John Turturro?
John Turturro is the correct answer. Malcolm.
Yeah, I knew his first name was John, but I just knew it was not John Goodman.
It was not John Goodman. Jacob.
Oh, no, I thought it was Jeff Bridges himself.
And Michael.
Don't think I've spelt it right, but I have put somewhere John Turturro.
I think you actually have spelled it correctly. That is going to be 2 points for Michael. I'm going to put this up from Tony because I find it amusing. John, my neighbor, Totoro.
That's the mix-up we all want to see.
All right, so at the end of that round, Michael is in the lead with 10 points, followed by Ryan with 7. Then we have Malcolm with 4, and unfortunately going home at the end of that round is going to be Jacob with only 1 point. Jacob, it's been great having you, but I'm going to have to say goodbye to you. Take care, brother. And we are down to the final 3. Yeah, everyone can still win, so we're good. So round 3 works like this. We're going to have 5 questions from 5 different categories. Same as always, you're going to write it down on your whiteboard. If you get it right, you get a point, but if you get it wrong, you lose a point. Sound good?
Sounds good.
And just a reminder, Michael and Ryan, you both have 2 repeats left. Malcolm, you have none.
Can I just ask with this round, does non-answer count as a wrong answer and a point deduction?
Non-answer does count as a wrong answer. If you get it right,
cool.
you gain a point. If you get it wrong or do not answer, you lose a point. You cannot just
Perfect.
hide by not answering. This isn't.
Okey-dokey.
Your first question in the 3rd round. Fill in the blank in the following quote from the film Animal Crackers. One morning, I shot in blank in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I don't know. I have never seen this film, but I've heard this quote, and I love this quote. It's great.
I love this quote.
People in the live chat complaining that I didn't write any questions about Last Temptation of Christ. I did, and then I went, nah, Mary Magdalene instead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will go with Malcolm.
I shot an elephant in my pajamas.
That is correct. Michael?
It's not familiar with the film. I put dog, wherever it is. Dog. It's
And
not.
that is a loss of a point. And Ryan?
I think I confused it with The Great Outdoors. I said bear.
That is unfortunately incorrect. It was elephant. One morning I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I don't know. Your next question. Michael Keaton has played the character Ray Nicolette in 2 movies. Name both of them, and you'll have a bit of extra time for this. That's right. Played him in 2 movies. Name both of them. It was originally named one of them, and then I tested this question on like 4 people, and all of them said, "Man, make it name both of them." And I went, "Okay, yeah, sure." We're gonna give you 5, 4, 3,
Can you
2.
repeat the question, please?
That is a repeat from Michael. Michael, you got 1 left. Michael Keaton has played the character of Ray Nicolette in 2 films. Name both of them. I have seen neither of these films. That's all I will say. I own one of them and just haven't watched it because I don't care. Deal with it, internet. Yeah. And that is going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to go to Michael.
Not someone I'm familiar with doing franchises. I know he was in the RoboCop remake, so I just guessed he was in the Total Recall.
Unfortunately, incorrect. Ryan, did you have it?
This was purely guess, but these were 2 of my favorite movies of his. So I went Mr. Mom and Gung Ho.
It is neither of those. Malcolm.
I know Jackie Brown's definitely one of them. I do not know. Don't remember the other.
Jackie Brown is one of them. The other one is Out of Sight. They are both based by the same author, so they cast the same actor to play the role.
I wrote that. The answer was just out of sight. You just couldn't see it.
Yeah, I couldn't see it, but unfortunately, that's
Yeah,
not
the
how we
answer
do
was out of
things here. No, we're good. Everyone is still potentially able to win. Your third question in this round. Which actor's career, which included starring in only 5 films, all of which were nominated for Best Picture, was cut short when he died of lung cancer in the late 70s? It's a long question, but I think it's a good question.
Wow.
I got this at bar trivia one time, and I went to the guy running it and corrected him because technically his question was wrong, and he gave me extra points for it. So that was nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Board's up, and we will start with Ryan.
I don't know. I just guessed somebody that died. Rock Hudson.
That is incorrect. Malcolm.
I had a blank board.
And Michael.
I hope I've got this right. I put John Cazale.
And your winner,
Wow.
Michael Wood. The answer was John Cazale, or Cazale, however you pronounce it, with a score of 9 points at the end there. Congratulations, Michael. How does it feel to have won?
Really good, given that the last time I did this, as I said, my brother and I managed 1 question and then collectively seemed to disappear off the face of the planet. But I am still on the planet, so that's good. I think Andrew and I have taken a bit of a back seat recently. I think it's good to sort of get back in and remind people that we're right at this, I guess. It's quite a good relief to get back in and because it's so many people and it's really tough now. I've never met Ryan before, but he seems on it, so good work there. And obviously people like Malcolm I do know about, so Yeah, good to be back, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ryan, you came in second place. How does it feel?
After not being able to do it for so long, to come up in second, I'm fine with that. I mean, yeah, of course, everybody wants to win, but man, these classic questions are a hell of a lot harder than I remember. Like, I don't know if it's because of you personally or whoever's writing them, but damn, I feel like I've got to study more than I ever had to before. But more power to Michael. He got some answers that I didn't even know there were answers to. Much respect to you, and of course Malcolm. Always good to be playing up against him. Can't wait to see how any future fights that come up, say Am Sandler oriented that you may be handling. I'd love to see how that goes after this. not showing any favoritism.
And Malcolm, you came in third, but you made it to the final round. How does it feel?
Yeah, this is kind of familiar ground for me. I'm always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Like this year, I've been making it to the third round so many times and always come short in the third round. And funnily enough, all those times I managed to get to pick the category, and I've always gone for the secret category, which I did love this one. I did blank on a couple of those, which annoyed me, but it is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, all right. In the comments, we've got Michael's brother Andy saying, you enjoyed that quite a bit. We also have Tony saying, Cameron got into a bar, to which I say, I'm from Canada. The drinking age is 18. So, yeah, take that, Americans. But with that, we are going to head out. So on behalf of Michael, Malcolm, Ryan, Jacob, and Nico, this has been another Sunday episode of Full Metal Classic. Tune in next week and keep watching movies.
Damn, he just cuts right out, don't he?
Yeah.
Really.
The funny thing is, we're still live, and so we can do what we want.